The Georgia election interference case involving former President Donald Trump. A judge will soon decide if the DA, Fani Willis, will be allowed to stay on the case or be disqualified.
Georgia's district attorney, Fani Willis, finds herself in hot water after news surfaced regarding a romantic relationship that could jeopardize the election interference case against Donald Trump. The two sides of the political divide have reacted differently to this news. And of course, Trump's supporters hope that Fani Willis serves a lengthy prison sentence for messing with the former president. So what is the case all about? Fani Willis in court.
Hearing right here in Atlanta that people across the country are going to be watching very closely. It centers on Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's romantic relationship with a man she appointed to help her in the election interference case involving former President Donald Trump and his allies.
The courtroom drama surrounding her potential disqualification from an election fraud case involving former President Donald Trump and his allies has captivated the nation. From allegations of an affair to accusations of financial impropriety, this story has all the elements of a sensational tabloid tale. But amidst the scandal, we must separate fact from fiction. Fani Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney at the center of the allegations, has a fascinating background and an impressive career. Born in Inglewood, California in 1971, Willis was raised by her father, John Clifford Floyd III, a prominent criminal defense attorney in Washington, D.C. Her upbringing in a legal environment undoubtedly played a significant role in shaping her passion for the law. After completing her education, Willis graduated from the Emory University School of Law in Atlanta in 1996. She wasted no time in pursuing her legal career and joined the Fulton County District Attorney's Office in 2001. Over the years, she honed her skills and gained valuable experience in the field of criminal law. In 2018, Willis took a bold step and opened her own law firm in Atlanta, specializing in criminal defense and family law. This move showcased her determination and entrepreneurial spirit. Her firm quickly gained recognition for its commitment to justice and the rights of her clients. But it was in 2020 that Fani Willis made history. In a groundbreaking election, she became Fulton County's first black female district attorney. Her victory was a testament to her dedication and the trust placed in her by the community. As the district attorney, Willis has been a force to be reckoned with. Her commitment to upholding the law and seeking justice has been unwavering. She has tackled numerous high-profile cases, but none have garnered as much attention as the election fraud case involving former President Donald Trump and his allies. The allegations against Fani Willis and the controversy surrounding her relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade have sent shockwaves through the legal community and the public alike. It is alleged that their romantic involvement began before and during the time they were investigating former President Donald Trump for election fraud. Willis hired Wade to assist with the election fraud case in November 2021, but questions have been raised about the timeline of their relationship. Both Willis and Wade have admitted to having a romantic relationship, but they vehemently deny that it started before Wade began working on the case. They claim that their involvement only began in the spring of 2022 and ended in the summer of 2023. However, defense lawyers have presented evidence suggesting that the relationship may have started as early as 2019. This conflicting timeline has added fuel to the fire of speculation and raised concerns about the integrity of the investigation. Furthermore, the allegations of financial impropriety have added another layer of complexity to the situation. It is alleged that Wade used some of the money he earned from the Trump case to fund extravagant vacations with Willis. This has raised questions about a potential conflict of interest and whether Willis may have benefited from their relationship. So, what do we know so far? Nathan Wade took the stand at the Fulton County misconduct hearing, shedding light on the timeline and intricate details of his relationship with Fani Willis. Wade revealed that their romantic journey started in early 2022 after he was hired in November 2021 to investigate interference in the Georgia 2020 election. But it wasn't just their love story that caught everyone's attention. It was the financial arrangements they made for their trips that raised eyebrows. Wade testified that Fani Willis, whom he described as an independent, strong woman, had a unique approach to their travel expenses. For safety reasons, Willis would limit her transactions, so Wade would use his credit card to book their trips. However, Willis was adamant about paying her own way, ensuring that the cost of the trips remained equitable between them. One particular trip that stood out was their Belize adventure in March 2023. Wade revealed that it was his birthday trip, and to his surprise, he paid nothing for the entire vacation. Willis took care of all the expenses and later reimbursed reimbursed Wade in cash. The couple didn't keep a ledger, relying on trust and their understanding of each other. But the generosity didn't stop there. Wade disclosed another trip they took to California in May 2023, specifically to Napa. Once again, Fani Willis took charge and paid for everything they did during their time there. It seemed like money was no object for the couple, as they indulged in the finest experiences without any financial burden. These financial details became crucial in the hearing, as they formed the crux of the argument against Fani Willis. In January, an attorney representing former Trump aide and co-defendant Mike Roman alleged that Willis misused her office and that the couple's vacations were funded by Wade's taxpayer-funded paycheck. To support these claims, travel itineraries were released, showcasing trips that Wade had paid for, including a trip to Aruba in November 2022. However, both Fani Willis and Nathan Wade vehemently denied these allegations of misconduct. They maintained that their relationship began after Wade was hired, emphasizing that their love story was separate from their professional lives. The financial arrangements they made were a result of their mutual understanding and desire for equity. As the hearing progressed, Craig Gillen, an attorney for former Georgia Republican Party Chairman David Schaefer, delved into Wade's divorce case, unearthing more shocking revelations. In the divorce interrogatory, Wade initially claimed that he had not engaged in sexual relations outside of his marriage. However, when directly asked if he had sexual relations with Fani Willis by May 30th, 2023, Wade admitted to it. Wade later attempted to clarify his answer, stating that there was a distinction between when he believed his marriage had ended and its pending legal conclusion. He maintained that during the course of his marriage, he did not have a sexual relationship with anyone. Gillen challenged Wade's response, highlighting the contradiction between his interrogatory statement and his admission. To add another layer of complexity, a former longtime friend of Fani Willis, Robin Yurdy, testified during the hearing. Yurdy claimed that she had witnessed affectionate behavior between Willis and Wade before November 2021, when Willis hired Wade. She recalled seeing them hugging, kissing, and being affectionate, suggesting that their relationship had started earlier than they claimed. Wade confirmed that he first met Fani Willis at a conference in 2019, which sparked a friendship that revolved around discussions about the law and their experiences on the bench. However, Wade explained that during 2020 and part of 2021, he was battling cancer and was cautious about going out and dating due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He emphasized that his health was his primary concern during that time. As Fani Willis campaigned for the district attorney position, Wade revealed that their phone conversations briefly lapsed but resumed after she was elected. A few months later, in early 2022, their relationship took a personal turn and became intimate. Wade clarified that they had never cohabitated and preferred to keep their relationship private. Under questioning from Trump's lawyer, Steve Sato, Wade disclosed that his relationship with Fani Willis had ended in the summer of 2023. Despite the challenges they faced, Wade emphasized that they remained friends and had grown even closer due to the attacks they endured. The timeline and financial arrangements of Fani Willis and Nathan Wade's relationship have become central to the hearing, raising questions about the integrity of the district attorney's office. The drama surrounding their trips and the allegations of misconduct have captivated the public's attention, leaving many wondering about the potential impact on the high-profile racketeering case against Donald Trump and his co-defendants. And as it turns out, there was more controversy regarding Fani Willis and finances. In 2022, she submitted her financial disclosure, a document meant to provide transparency and accountability. However, upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that this disclosure conveniently omits a significant piece of information: travels paid for by her alleged lover, Nathan Wade. The financial disclosure form, which requires the disclosure of gifts or favors valued over $100 from prohibited sources, shows Willis answering with a simple none. But the truth is far from that. According to bank statements filed in a Cobb County court by Wade's estranged wife, Jocelyn Wade, it was revealed that on October 4th, 2022, Nathan Wade purchased an American Airlines ticket to Miami in Fani Willis's name. The ticket cost $477.21, a significant amount that raises eyebrows. But that's not all. On the very same day, Wade made a staggering $2,600 payment to Royal Caribbean Cruises. Jocelyn Wade's lawyers claim that this payment was for another personal trip involving the prosecutor and Willis. It seems that their travels together were not limited to just one destination. As if that wasn't enough, the following day, Wade paid an additional $3,835 to a travel agency called Vacation Express. The purpose of this payment remains a mystery, but it certainly adds to the intrigue surrounding their alleged travels. Shockingly, none of these expenditures are listed in Fani Willis's ethics disclosure. This glaring omission raises serious questions about the integrity of her financial reporting and the potential conflicts of interest that may arise from her relationship with Nathan Wade. Legal experts and analysts are calling for an explanation. Georgia-based criminal defense attorney and legal analyst Phil Holloway, in an ex-post sharing Willis's Willis's disclosure form stated, "This needs explaining," and he's not alone in demanding answers. The Fulton County Code of Ethics imposes penalties for intentional violations, including furnishing false or misleading information to the Board of Ethics. These penalties can range from fines to public reprimands and even additional disciplinary actions. The allegations of a romance between Nathan Wade and Fani Willis came to light when Trump co-defendant Michael Roman raised concerns about an improper and clandestine relationship between the special prosecutor and the district attorney. The timing of Wade's divorce filing, just one day after being hired by Willis, adds another layer of intrigue to this already sensational story. It's important to note that Nathan Wade has been collecting substantial legal fees for his work on the Trump case, amounting to nearly $654,000 since 2022. The implications of his alleged relationship with Willis and the potential misuse of taxpayer funds are deeply concerning. With Fani Willis's financial disclosure omitting crucial information about travels paid for by Nathan Wade, legal experts and analysts are calling for a thorough investigation into these potential violations. The head of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners Audit Committee, Bob Ellis, has demanded that Willis provide information related to her appointment of Wade as part of the probe into the potential misuse of taxpayer funds. The seriousness of these allegations cannot be understated. If it is proven that Fani Willis intentionally omitted information about the travels paid for by Nathan Wade, the consequences could be severe. Not only could she face a hefty fine, but a public reprimand would tarnish her reputation as a district attorney. Furthermore, a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners for additional disciplinary action could have far-reaching implications for Willis's career. It is a critical moment for her as she navigates the fallout from these shocking revelations. Lawyers for Trump and his co-defendants argue that the romantic involvement between Willis and Wade compromises the integrity of the Georgia election fraud case. They claim that it creates a conflict of interest and casts doubt on the fairness of the proceedings. On the other hand, Willis and Wade have responded in a recent hearing, asserting that their relationship had no bearing on the criminal case and that the focus should remain on the charges against Trump and his alleged co-conspirators. The courtroom drama surrounding these allegations has captivated the nation, and the implications for the Georgia election fraud case are significant. As the legal proceedings continue, the truth behind the allegations and the impact on the case will become clearer. Fani Willis versus Trump.
A grand jury in Georgia has indicted former President Donald Trump as part of an investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
In August 2023, the political landscape was once again rocked as Donald Trump found himself at the center of this indictment, facing a shocking 13 criminal charges related to alleged attempts to overturn Joe Biden's victory in Georgia. This pending criminal case accuses the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, and 18 co-defendants of leading a criminal racketeering enterprise to unlawfully change the outcome of the 2020 U.S. presidential election in Georgia. The indictment includes charges of violating Georgia's racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations, RICO statute, solicitation of false statements, forgery, and election fraud. And Fani Willis was all too eager to go after the former president.
The indictment alleges that rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election results.
The prosecution alleges that Trump led a criminal racketeering enterprise to unlawfully change the outcome of the election. These shocking allegations paint a picture of a desperate attempt to cling on to power at any cost. It is alleged that Trump and his co-defendants meticulously planned to create pro-Trump slates of fake electors. These fake electors would then be presented as legitimate representatives of the people's choice, aiming to reverse Trump's loss in the 2020 presidential election. The audacity of this scheme is truly mind-boggling, but their efforts didn't stop there. The indictment reveals that Trump himself personally called the Georgia Secretary of State, pressuring him to find enough votes to overturn the election results. This shocking revelation sheds light on the lengths to which Trump was willing to go to secure his victory, even if it meant bending the rules and disregarding the will of the people.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
The alleged attempts to overturn Joe Biden's victory in Georgia involved a series of actions that sought to undermine the integrity of the electoral process. These actions included spreading false information, pressuring election officials, and even attempting to manipulate the vote count.
There's nothing wrong with saying that, that you've recalculated.
As if that wasn't enough, the indictment also alleges that Trump and his co-defendants illegally accessed voting systems in Coffee County. This unprecedented breach of security raises serious concerns about the integrity of the electoral process. The very foundation of democracy was under attack, and the shocking details that have emerged from this investigation have left the nation in disbelief. The grand jury handed up the indictments in August 2023, following an extensive investigation launched by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis in February 2021. The evidence gathered paints a damning picture of a coordinated effort to undermine the democratic process. The trial date for the remaining defendants is yet to be determined, but the anticipation surrounding this case is palpable. One of the most shocking developments came when Scott Hall, Sidney Powell, Kenneth Chesebro, and Jenna Ellis, once staunch allies of Trump, entered guilty pleas. These high-profile figures, who were once at the forefront of Trump's legal battles, have now turned against him and agreed to cooperate with the prosecution. The courtroom was left in stunned silence as their guilty pleas were announced, revealing the extent of their involvement in the alleged criminal enterprise. The penalties handed down to these defendants were not to be taken lightly. Each of them received probation, fines, community service, and the requirement to testify truthfully in future trials. These consequences serve as a stark reminder of the seriousness of the charges they faced and the potential impact their testimony could have on the overall case. While these guilty pleas sent shockwaves through the political landscape, trials for the remaining defendants have yet to be scheduled. However, a proposed trial date of August 5th, 2024 has been suggested. The anticipation surrounding these upcoming trials is palpable as the nation eagerly awaits the opportunity to see justice served. However, in response to the case between Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, U.S. House Republicans have launched an investigation into Willis, seeking to uncover any potential misconduct. Some Georgia Republican legislators have even proposed impeaching her, claiming that her involvement in the case compromises its fairness. The political landscape has become a battleground, with various reactions from politicians and defendants involved. The controversy surrounding the case has also led to calls for the creation of a new panel to punish prosecutors. This proposal aims to hold prosecutors accountable for any misconduct and ensure the integrity of future cases. However, as of now, no action has been taken on this front, leaving the fate of such a panel uncertain. The political fallout from this case has not been limited to the state level. The controversy surrounding the prosecution has attracted national attention, with politicians from both sides of the aisle weighing in on the matter. Supporters of Trump argue that the charges are politically motivated and part of a larger effort to undermine his presidency. They view the case as an attack on the legitimacy of the 2020 election and a threat to the democratic process. On the other hand, critics of Trump and his allies see the charges as a necessary step in holding those responsible for election interference accountable. They argue that the allegations, if proven true, represent a dangerous assault on the foundations of democracy. The outcome of this trial will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for the future of American politics. Amidst the political turmoil, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has dismissed the efforts to investigate and impeach Willis as mere political theater. He maintains that the case should be allowed to proceed without interference, emphasizing the importance of a fair and impartial trial. But something that surprised everyone in the country is the amount of support that shifted in favor of Trump because of the Georgia indictment, especially among the African American community.
We've all seen the mugshot, and you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece. It's pretty amazing. Millions, by the way, millions of these things have been sold. So I don't know if I'm proud of it or not proud of it.
Trump was referring to the mugshot that he was forced to take because of the Georgia case. It was on the evening of August 24th, 2023, that Trump made the decision to turn himself in at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, Georgia. Clad in a blue suit, white shirt, and a red tie, he walked through the doors of the jail, ready to face the consequences of his alleged actions. The world watched as the former president, once known for his powerful persona, now faced the reality of the legal system. Upon arrival at the jail, Trump was booked and given the inmate number P01135809. The process was swift as he was processed and released on bond. However, it was during this time that the iconic mugshot was taken. Standing in front of a gray backdrop, Trump glowered at the camera, his face lit from the side and from above. The image captured a moment of defiance, a visual representation of a man who had once held the highest office in the land, now facing the consequences of his alleged actions. The mugshot quickly gained attention and became a symbol of controversy. It was the first and only police booking photograph of a U.S. president, making it a historic moment in itself. The image was published by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office and soon found its way into the public eye. Little did anyone know at the time just how impactful this photograph would become.
This is an image that will be in the history books. This is the mugshot of the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
The release of Donald Trump's mugshot sparked a flurry of reactions and became a focal point of public discourse. Its usage extended beyond the confines of law enforcement, making its way into various aspects of popular culture and media. One notable area where the mugshot gained attention was in fundraising efforts. Prior to Trump's arraignment in April 2023 in New York City, his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, predicted that any mugshot of Trump would become the most famous mugshot in American history. This prediction proved to be true, as Trump's 2024 presidential campaign seized the opportunity to capitalize on the photograph. Shortly after Trump's release from the Fulton County Jail, the campaign began selling merchandise featuring his booking photograph. T-shirts, mugs, and other items adorned with the mugshot became sought-after collectibles for Trump supporters. The campaign claimed to have raised a staggering $7.1 million since the release of the photo, demonstrating the enduring appeal and financial potential of this iconic image. Beyond fundraising, the mugshot found its way into the realm of internet memes. The internet, known for its ability to quickly transform moments into viral sensations, embraced the mugshot with creativity and humor. Memes featuring Trump's glowering face flooded social media platforms, providing a source of entertainment and commentary for millions of users. The mugshot became a symbol of controversy and defiance, with internet users using it to express their opinions on Trump's alleged actions and the state of American politics. The viral nature of these memes ensured that the mugshot remained a topic of conversation long after its initial release. The impact of the mugshot was not limited to the digital realm. It made its way onto the front pages of newspapers worldwide, becoming a visual representation of a significant moment in history. Many newspapers featured the mugshot prominently, with some even splashing it across their entire front page. The mugshot became a symbol of controversy and defiance, capturing the attention of both supporters and critics of Trump. Its presence on newspaper front pages solidified its status as an enduring image that would be remembered for years to come. According to Trump, his treatment, especially by Fani Willis, has helped him gain favor with the black community since they are often persecuted by the justice system.
But I got indicted for nothing. That's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing, but it possibly, I don't know, maybe there's something there.
Trump's claim has been met with strong criticism from his critics, particularly from the Democratic Party. They argue that his assertion is nothing more than a racist trope that mocks black voters. Well, whatever the case, the outcome of the Fani Willis and Wade drama will have far-reaching consequences in Trump's election case and potentially the 2024 presidential election. We can only wait and watch as it unfolds. If you enjoyed this video, click on the boxes playing on your screen to watch similar content.